What's up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Rec Fit and Health here, and I'm back with another one. Got a couple things to go over today, a couple topics to cover. This won't be a long video, as you guys know. Um, Hope everyone's staying safe and warm during these winter conditions, but we'll get through it. So first, I want to start off with a little follow-up to my last video. I think I told you guys I had a trip planned. Actually, my trip I had to postpone another trip once again. So the plan was to go to St. Thomas for a couple of days. There's a couple of things I wanted to see down there. But as you guys know, St. Thomas the Virgin Islands is very expensive. So I don't know if I'm going to push it back or save it until next year. I really want to do it sometime this year. I wanted to do it last year. I didn't get a chance to. So I definitely want to find some time this year to schedule that in and budget correctly. So I canceled St. Thomas. And then I thought to myself, why not just do something like locally? As you guys know, LeBron James is one of my favorite basketball players that ever played the game. So he was coming. LA was coming to Cleveland, and I said, you know what? I'm going to take a road trip up to Cleveland and watch the game. So I ended up booking a hotel. I had my rental reservation covered, and all I had to do was I was going to actually buy the ticket on the exact same day off of I used the Game Time app. But due to the weather conditions, guys, I had to call it off. There was no point of risking it. The road conditions were still icy, still snow flurries going on and stuff. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna just stay home, stay warm. So hopefully, I know he's coming to Indiana. I might take a trip out there, and that's in March. And I think they play Miami in March. So one of those two games I might attend. So I'm going to try to plan for that. Like I said, budget correctly and stuff. Now moving on to fitness. Now during the winter storm, I still had to report to work. I actually stayed in a hotel close to my job, so I didn't have to commute as long during these harsh conditions. Um, and I've done that before in the past, so there's really no issues with that. Now they do have a Planet Fitness out there where I work, so I was like, you know what, this would be perfect because I can hit the gym before work. But like I said, guys, due to the weather conditions, I think one day the gym was closed, and the next day that they opened, they had delayed the opening. So by the time they opened, I would have had to been at work. So I missed 2 days of working out this week. Today was actually my first day back in the gym this week. So due to those reasons, I actually did a double workout today, and I'm going to do a double workout tomorrow. And like I said, I've done that before in the past where I missed days and I had to, make up for it on a different day and, do double workout. So I did a double workout today, and I'll do a double workout tomorrow. As far as like health and stuff, I feel good. No issues. I do have a couple appointments scheduled, I think in March. So when the time comes, I'll update you guys then. And today after the gym, I actually went grocery shopping. Spent about $80. Now, my budget is usually around like $50 to, I usually don't go over $100. So I'm kind of like right there. And I still have some stuff from last shopping trip. So I just stocked up on more things while I was out there. So I should be good for another 2 weeks. And as you guys know, I don't eat big meals. I usually eat probably once or twice a day. And I feel completely fine doing that. I don't like big meals. I don't like all that stuff in my system or my stomach. I just cut it out. But so that's that. Let me show you what I purchased today. First of all, let me organize some of this stuff, and because it's all over the place in this bag, but I'll show you once I organize it a little better. So just bear with me. Give me a moment. All right, I'm gonna start off with the meats. I got 4 different types of meats. Atlantic salmon. I got the ahi, I guess that's how you pronounce it, tuna. Uh, boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and tilapia fillets. Let's see. As always, I got my sparkling water, which has your vitamins and minerals. I got like 10 of these, 59 cents, good deal. And I also have regular water too. So I always have regular water on deck. I got croutons, classic Caesar, and Italian seasoned. It's I add that to my salads. I got my grapes, green grapes. I got more celery and asparagus. My green beans. I got my mandarins. I got my smoothie mix. One is mixed fruit, and the other one is island medley. These are really, really good, guys. You gotta try these. I purchased fresh corn. All my vegetables are usually purchased fresh in the fresh section. And I got my snacks that I usually eat in between my meals. And these actually have 0 cholesterol and 0 sodium. So I got dried mixed berries, freeze dried apples, dried blueberries, dried cranberries, and dried strawberries. And I have my oatmeal. So if you're wondering why I sometimes you don't see like breakfast items whenever I go to the store, that's because when I get up in the morning, I'm usually either drinking a smoothie or I'm eating some fruit, or in this case, like I said, I had a taste for oatmeal. I'll eat oatmeal in the morning. I really stay away from like the usual normal breakfast stuff, because like I said, I don't like all that stuff sitting on my stomach. So usually like a light piece of fruit, or it's a small bowl of oatmeal, or sometimes it's just a smoothie, guys. Or it's just water, or like I said, my sparkling water. That's all I need. And I believe, and that is it, guys. And that is the end of this video. Like I said, guys, thanks for watching. Be on the lookout for more content coming soon. And I'll see you on the next one.